In this video, we will learn how we can invite our guests to RSVP to specific side events, as well as include or exclude them from some of these events. In the website tab, we have the schedule with our side events. You can add an event or delete. Now we have these 4 events for our wedding. If you go to Account, Preferences, you can see here RSVP per event. If it's not activated, then all our side events are visible to our guests, and our guests don't need to RSVP specifically to some of these events. So they have only one generic RSVP. If it's activated, then we can activate which of the side events we want our guests to RSVP. For example, now we have these 3 events that we want our guests to RSVP, and this does not require an RSVP. We can also select here which of these events is connected with our floor plan. For example, we want our party to be connected with our floor plan. If we open our first guest, Bill Jones, we see now that there is a new section they invited to, and we have the 3 side events we showed earlier. Clicking on one of them, for example the pre-wedding, then we exclude this guest from pre-wedding. And you can see here that this guest can also RSVP to these specific events. Same for his +1. You can see here that this person can RSVP to these specific events. Let's now invite this guest. Now our guest Bill opens the website, sees his name together with the +1s. If you go to the schedule, you see here 3 side events. These are the 2 side events that we have invited this guest specifically, that he should RSVP, together with the hangover branch that does not need RSVP. And the pre-wedding is excluded from here because this guest is not invited to the pre-wedding. So this guest next needs to RSVP for these 2 events. If we move down here, we can see that from our 3 guests, imagine that Bill coming, Hans is not coming, and Nick is coming. And when we click next, we can see if they are coming to the ceremony or not. Imagine that Bill is coming, Nick is not coming to the ceremony, whereas for the party, they are both coming. And we are done. Back to our dashboard, in the guest list, we see that Bill Jones is coming to the ceremony and the party, Hans is not coming at all, and Nikki is joining the party and not the ceremony. Now, our guest list lists all our guests, together with how many are invited and how many have RSVP'd in general. If we go to the seating, here you can see a new drop-down here where we can select one of our side events. If we select the ceremony, for example, we can see that we have these people who have RSVP'd for the ceremony and table for the ceremony. We can add another table and we can move our guests to tables, moving one and around. With this way, you have an overview of your side events, how many people have RSVP'd, how many tables you have, and how many are not seated. When you're ready, you can print list and you get all the information about this side event. Don't forget to check your other side events. Now, checking again the settings, we've seen that you can select one of the side events to create a floor plan, and this is the party. And if you go to the floor plan, you can see the tables that are connected to the party event, together with the guests that sit in each of these tables.